So when we're looking at this triangle, QRS, we have a median going through it. Now, if you remember, a median from R to W, that would be the middle of it, or the centroid. From R to W, that's 2/3 of the entire thing. And from W to X is equal to 1/3. So if we're finding from R to W, and we know that RW is equal to 2/3 of the entire thing. So let's go ahead and replace that and say RW is equal to 2/3 of RX. And we know that RX is equal to 48. So RW is equal to 2/3 of 48, which is equal to 32. Which makes the other part of it, WX, 1/3 of 48. Which is equal to 16. And both of these together would be 48. So putting this into a formula, we can try to say, what is x if g to e is 3x plus 5 and IE is x plus 6? So again, looking at the relationship, we can see that GE and IE is going to be equal to half of the entire thing because we have a median which splits this in half. So these two sides are equal. So IE is 1/2 of the entire thing. So if we know that GE is equal to 1/2, or the other way around, if we want to make this a little bit more simpler, we can say that IE is 2 times IE would be equal to the whole thing, GE. So that makes things a little bit easier. So now we can replace it and say IE is equal to x plus 6 and GE is equal to 3x plus 5. So 3x plus 5 is equal to 2 times x and 6 times 2, which is 12. So if we subtract 2x on both sides, we're left with x plus 5 is equal to 12. And we're going to subtract 5 on both sides. So x is equal to 12 minus 5, which is equal to 7. Finally, we need to be able to classify each of these segments. So remember when a perpendicular bisector, what it's going to do is that it's going to give us a perpendicular line and it's going to split into 2 equal parts. And that's the case here for number 1. So this is a perpendicular bisector. I'm just going to write PB for perpendicular bisector. When we have an altitude, we're talking about the highest to the lowest part of the triangle that creates a 90-degree angle. In this case, 2 is an altitude. Then we have a mid-segment. Mid-segment would be an example of 3, where we have a line going through the middle of the triangle and splits both of those into 2 equal parts. So we have a mid-segment. For number 4, we have another example of a perpendicular bisector because we have a 90-degree angle that is split in 2, which gives it a PB, perpendicular bisector.